what can you tell us about your role? Who is Kareem, and did you know him before you start in the series? Did you know the comic book character?
I didn't actually. I didn't know about Miss Marvel before the audition came around to me, and it took some digging to figure out that it actually was Miss Marvel because it had a code name originally. Kareem is a vigilante crime fighter. He's from Karachi, Pakistan. He's dedicated his life to a secret society called the Red Daggers. They fight crime as well as unseen dark energy, the clandestines. I found it really fun to play Kareem, just based on him not having powers, but also being like a very powerful superhero. You know, he has to really work for everything that he has and train a lot. And I was able to bring a lot of my training from previous projects I was involved in, and that made it really fun. Creating his swagger and his physicality, it was a real treat.
What is the relationship between Kamala and him? Is there some romance going on? Are there some more fights coming?
Yeah, I think there's some bit of romance between the two of them. I think that they're both very young and interested in one another. But I think more than that, Kareem is a great ally for Kamala. And really the first person that she meets like within the superhero community who's really deeply embedded in it. And I think he's got a lot of useful info for her just living day-to-day life as a superhero. And I think there is a bit of romance and lots of banter, you know. I think a lot of that is bred from you know, her just getting this bangle and then suddenly being this powerful being, and Kareem being someone who has to like work his whole life and dedicated his life to this cause. I think a lot of the banter is born in that, just being like, oh, you just get this bangle and now you're a superhero, you know.
And of course, we're still in the middle of the series, but I have to ask you, obviously, will we see more of the Red Dagger after Miss Marvel? Can you tease anything about that?
Yeah, you guys will definitely see more Red Dagger. That's like kind of what's so amazing about like being a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is these characters kind of you know, always pop up, and it's kind of a dream job as an actor because job security is like one of the biggest issues with being an actor in general. It's very, very difficult to come upon a good job. So to have one that's ongoing is incredible. And I'm crossing my fingers for a season 2, and you guys will definitely be seeing more of Kareem. Yeah.
Is there any Marvel hero that you would like to team up with besides Kamala, of course?
Moon Knight, I would say. I mean, I'm just a huge fan of Oscar Isaac, so I would just love to. And then they had Day and Night, the Kid Cudi song on their trailer. After I saw that, I was like, oh, this show is going to be different.
So let's talk a bit about the filming. I think you were shooting in Thailand, if I'm correct?
Yes, yeah, we were.
Perfect. And what was the experience like? Was it very different to your prior projects?
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I was overseas for prior projects before. I lived in Ireland for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. So I had some experience being overseas, but not in like a foreign country where they speak a different language. You know, you definitely speak English in Ireland, Gaelic too, but mostly English. But Thailand was incredible. To be able to go to Asia and to be able to go to Asia for work was amazing. And then also I think it really helped me become closer to the character, you know, because such a big part of episode 4 is Kareem showing Kamala his city. You know, this is truly his city. He was born and raised there. So being in Thailand, and I actually got there a bit earlier than everyone else, I was able to really roam around and make it feel like my own, you know. And I knew we were there to introduce Red Dagger as well, so that was an honor. And then on top of that, just being able to travel. One of my good buddies was there shooting something else, so I was able to hang out with him, and then Matt and Rish caught up with us. So we had so much fun in Thailand. It was very sweaty, but we had a lot of fun.
Did you get to do the stunts on your own, or at least some of them?
Yeah. A lot of them I was able to do. Anything that involved, you know, high risk or possibility of injury, I was not able to do. But during reshoots, a guy named Noah Garrett, who originally was doubling Rish and then also was one of our trainers, he was basically promoted to be our fight coordinator. and we had trained together a bunch. And I'm pretty advanced in martial arts. You know, I was trained in wushu, so I can definitely do more than most actors can do. So coming back for reshoots, I had like a really real talk with him where I was like, dude, like utilize me. Like I can actually do some crazy shit. Like, let me do it, you know? Because we had, you know, kind of a close friendship, he was really an ally in my corner, pushing for me to do my own things, and also molding the fights around what I'm really strong in, which is like groundwork and kicks, hand-to-hand combat. So I was really happy going back for reshoots. I was able to really do a lot of my own stuff.
And then you were obviously working closely with Iman. Well, Iman is well, a newbie to the whole acting scene, of course, but there are so many great stories out there about, you know, how she got the role offered and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
how was it working with her? Did you actually get to learn a bit from her new way of working, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like seeing the industry from her perspective was super interesting because I'm kind of desensitized to it because I've been around it for so long. I started when I was like 5, so it's really all I know. So coming in, like, first off, I was amazed by her seasoning. She had this like natural seasoning already that just takes years to learn. She really was like 100% a natural on set, and just an amazing actor in general. Even from the day that we tested together, I was shocked that she had never worked before. It was kind of amazing. It was like she was born to play this role, and she really was. I mean, I couldn't imagine anyone else playing Kamala Khan.
As I said in the beginning, we are a Disney website, so I have to ask you, obviously, if you have any favorite Disney movie or characters or something like that.
Favorite Disney movie? I mean, I loved Pirates. Pirates is a Disney movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved Pirates of the Caribbean. Big Johnny Depp fan. What else? Is Indiana Jones Disney?
Well, it's technically now, I guess.
I guess it is, right? There's an Indiana Jones right at
It counts.
Disneyland.
It counts.
Yeah, yeah. But I grew up on like, you know, Peter Pan and Snow White, and you know, all the animated classics. I grew up on all those on VHS. So
got you. Old
yeah.
school. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. I guess our time is already over. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, very
Hopefully
nice talking
we'll
to
see
you.
each other again for season 2 or whatever other project is gonna come up.
Yes, sir.
Best of luck to you and have a great day.
See you soon. Thank you.